Hello. We're here to investigate the X-Files.
Are you from the FBI?
No, we're from the DDO. Hello, I'm the Dynamic Duover,
I'm Death Dealer Films.
and today we shall be investigating the X-Files. Episode 1, the pilot. So yeah, the X-Files.
Ooh.
One of sci-fi's most classic shows. Is up there with Doctor Who and Star Trek. And Firefly, we can't forget.
Oh, we can't forget Firefly.
And it's one of the most iconic sci-fi shows of all time. It follows two FBI agents working under the X-Files, which is unexplained cases.
Basically, paranormal cases that can't be explained that the government just kind of like throws aside.
Yes. And Agent Mulder and Scully are both working under the X-Files.
I wonder if they're ever going to call each other by their first names.
Yeah, who knows? Isn't that what right? Films?
Yeah, it is. It is do-over.
So yeah, we begin the episode in a forest.
Well, believe it or not, old lit girl is running away from this light.
And then she's...
Falls down this cliff, kind of like drop hill, rolls down, tries to get up, but this mysterious figure comes out and basically kills her.
And then we cut to FBI meeting where we get introduced to Scully, who is sent to work for under the X-Files to explain the unexplained, and is forced to work with Mulder while a mysterious smoking man is watching from the background.
Spoilers. What?
So yeah, we get introduced to Mulder, who is either a good FBI agent who has solved some crimes over the time and written a book.
Or two.
Yeah, that isn't anything to do with aliens, surprise. And other times he's just that weird guy that no one likes.
Yeah, he's that nerd that everybody outcasts.
That believes in everything. So, right there we see the chemistry between Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
Which is these actors are good at working together, I say.
Even though they hate each other.
Yeah, interesting fact. While working on the X-Files, actors who play Mulder and Scully never really liked each other.
They were forced to spend a lot of time together, which really bugged them. But now they
Yeah,
have a mutual respect.
Yeah, they're kind of friends now.
But
So yeah, Mulder explains the case they're going down to. Where did they go again?
they went down to Oregon.
Oregon. I've been there. Okay place. Lots of bridges.
Well, it does have a lot of bridges.
And they go to a cemetery where they dig up one of the bodies that was found in the forest.
Strangely enough, it didn't look human.
Yeah, it was decayed and it was this shrink up figure like this. This is how
It was really small, and its face had like really long orbital sockets.
Yeah, and there was something in the nose too.
Well, yeah.
So they takes it back to do a
Autopsy.
Yeah, and they find something in its nose. They take it back to the motel, but don't they lose time on the way back?
No, they went to the,
Yeah, that was after. They go to the motel, Scully's going over her notes, Mulder goes for a run, then they head to the forest to investigate, where they run into the sheriff?
they ran into the sheriff, and the sheriff tells them to get out of there.
Yeah. And, I have to admit, I do like this setting. I think this works well at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
And the rain really helps too.
Mm-hmm. It does give it its own.
So on the way back to the motel, they lose time.
Yeah, a flash of light appears. Mulder checks his watch, it's 9:03. A flash of light kind of comes over. He looks at his watch again, it's 9:12. But the light effect only happens for about 3 seconds.
And Mulder believes they were abducted by aliens, and Scully's just not sure.
She's
Just
more hysterical at this point.
yeah. And then they go back to the motel. Oh, I forgot to mention, before they went to this kind of hospital where you have this comatose patient and this kind of mental crazy
unstable, bound to a wheelchair,
girl who can't walk.
which is strange.
So yeah, and the girl is really gets overreacts to anything really.
Yeah, she got up and she had like a bloody nose. She fell to the floor. She did. All victims tend to have these two little marks on the lower back.
Yep.
And I don't know what it meant or what
I
it was
think
from.
it was like implants.
Yeah, but it had an organic
Feel
chemical
to it.
compound.
Yeah, that was unexplained. And so let's get back to the motel. At the motel, Mulder gets a phone call, and I think her name was Peggy.
We were missing the parts. So they end up talking,
And they talk that Mulder explains that when he was 12, his little sister was adopted, and he thinks that aliens took her.
and that's when they get the phone call.
Yes, and
that
Peggy, I think that was her name, the
Yeah.
wheelchair girl, was killed by a truck and she was running.
Which makes no sense. She's wheelchair bound, but yet she got up onto foot and ran.
And Mulder thinks, oh wait, and the place where they did
The autopsy.
was burned down now. All the research is gone. So Mulder thinks it was Billy, the comatose patient. So they head back to the hospital where they discover dirt from the forest on his feet.
It was the same dirt that Scully had picked up earlier.
So later that night, where Scully is believing in this paranormal right now.
Yeah, she's starting to really believe in Mulder.
Yeah, and later that night they head to the cemetery, and two other people who died in the forest, their bodies are gone, so they head straight to the forest, where the sheriff is there. He knocks out Scully. He holds a gun to Mulder.
He basically holds Mulder at gunpoint.
And that girl that phoned Mulder and Scully was kidnapped by Billy. And Billy holds her like they're about to be adopted by aliens. And Mulder runs there and
tackles
the sheriff before he can shoot Billy. The light develops them all, but then it goes away. The girl's okay, and the marks
are gone.
Yeah, on Billy's back.
Which
We cut to some time later, back at the FBI headquarters, where Billy's undergone some
questioning.
Yeah, under hypnosis, and Scully gives a report, and the FBI bosses say, well, there's no evidence to support any of this. Then she gives that implant from the first body that she kept on her to them.
Yeah.
Then we cut to the smoking man, where he puts away the implant and reveals there are 5 other.
But it's in a warehouse chock full of different stuff. So that might be where they're keeping. It is Pentagon procedure, so we are making an estimate that it is Area 51.
And it's in Pentagon.
Which makes no sense because, well, Area 51 is...
Maybe that's just a cover.
Maybe they're just told it's in the New Mexico desert, but it's probably right underneath the Pentagon.
But yeah, anyways, I really thought this was well written. I can see why many people think so highly about the show. And I like the setting, I like the pilot, I really like the production, the acting, the writing. I thought that was a good way to start a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
I give this a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Definitely, again, I've seen only a few episodes of the new series that comes out. It's a mini-series, but it's really good. And I've only seen the first movie and a couple of episodes plus the pilot. And I agree, it is well written, well directed. And the settings are really nice. The actors are great. And I will have to give this an 8 out of 10.
Okay. I'm Agent Dulver.
I am Agent Films.
And this has been our report on the X-Files. Till next time.
Bye.
And remember, the truth is out there.